Yo, what is going on, you trifling Trumby? Today we're playing some games with post-rotation baby Blounds, and a lot has changed. The deck definitely got worse overall. Fire Flint was a huge part of the consistency engine of the deck, getting our energy out of the deck so we can actually use it. So we don't have that anymore. And this is the build, that I'm trying out, right? I haven't played 0 games with this before, or with baby Blounds post-rotation in general, so bear with me on this. We got 4 Giant Hearth, alright? Lost Heat Factory, lost Ultra Space, Big Blound is gone. Big Blound's a huge hard to lose, actually. Not having access to burst GX is that might be the real killer here overall for baby Blounds, and like actually being able to close out games. So I've cut the retrievals initially here. We might fit some back in, but yeah, 4 Hearth to find our energy. Play a Stadium Bump, Marshadow, Chaotic Swell. If our only way to find energy is Giant Hearth, Chaotic Swell is a real killer. This also allows us to reset Giant Hearth, use it, say it was in play from the previous turn, bump it with Marshadow, put a new one in play, use it again. So that's pretty cool combo we can do with the Marshadow. Might even go up to 2 Marshadow if it works that well. And I got 19 basic fire energy because we just got to find the fire energy now. That's like going to be the hardest part of the deck, is just finding the energy. This might be a little bit high. I've gone up to 4 baby Blounds, so I don't have the ultra space anymore. Yeah, this might be a little bit high. 19's a lot of energy, but we do have to find it so we can actually attack. So that's my thought process here with having this many. But we might bump this down a little bit, add some more retrievals for some better late game recovery. But there's only one way to figure out which is the correct way, or seems the best way to play the baby Blounds, and that's the test. So let's go ahead, let's get into some games, and let's see how post-rotation baby Blounds feels. If you guys want to catch me playing these with these decks, post-rotation decks, live, twitch.tv/AzulGG. I stream daily over there, twitch.tv/AzulGG. Yep, let's get some games. Alright, getting into our first game here. Let's see what we're up against. We did win the coin flip. I think we will go first. We're just getting the extra use of Hearth off before we go. Also, we do still play Zacian, so just Intrepid Sword is pretty nice as well. See what we're up against here. 2 baby Blounds. Alright. Eldegoss from our opponent. Quick ball. Just gonna grab that Zacian if it's in here. Ooh. I'm just gonna grab another Jirachi then. Base prized, not great. Elder. I'm gonna dig pretty hard here for a Hearth. I think like the way the new baby Blounds is gonna work, you gotta find a Hearth ASAP. There we go. Get the Hearth. You gotta use it as many times as possible to get those energies out of the deck. We do play a lot of energy, but I think it's gonna be pretty important to be pretty aggressive with Hearth here. And pass. Alright, we got 2 Blounds on the bench, 2 Jirachi in play, Welder, and 2 energy in hand. Don't have a lot else to work with, though. Getting the rest of the energy might be a problem for a knockout. Well, not on the Eldegoss, probably, but we don't know if our opponent's actually playing. Was it Cherish Ball? So it's probably Welder Mewtwo, actually. Welder Mewtwo has recently made a return. And it's pretty good. It's pretty good overall, actually. Welder Mewtwo's not bad. There's a Soul Galio grab. Yeah, so Welder Mewtwo, they're trying to get that early knockout on my Jirachi. Let's see if they can put that together. Yeah, this deck won't be legal much longer, so trying to get those last couple games in with it while people can. So once again, what happens when we play on a pre-rotation ladder with a post-rotation deck? Going to be at somewhat of a disadvantage overall. Our opponent just has a larger card pool. Decks are going to be a little bit more powerful, but we'll see what we can do with this post-rotation Blounds. Still might be able to pull out a dub, even though they're going to be pretty fast. That's in there as well, so it says they tells us that they kind of most likely play Jirachi in their build, as we see the Jirachi grab off that quick ball. They maybe play Zigzagoon as well. That'd be another thing, another indication of something that they play. Not that that's really that big of a deal. All of our stuff is such low HP that it really doesn't matter. Even if they get Zigzagoon involved, they're one-shotting everything anyways. Yeah, it's not going to make a difference to have a Zigzagoon ping here or there. So pretty much no matter what, we're going to get one-hit KO'd. I guess it would maybe help if they play like the Espeon Deoxys. It would maybe help them get to like 2 knockouts. Probably not with this many nets going at this point, though. I don't see that happening. They are playing the horror energy build. All right, no basic psychics. Doesn't really meet. There's nothing really for us to play around based on that, I don't think. And yeah, here comes the turbo strike, but not a basic psychic, so they can't recover it. So no extra energy to their benched Mewtwo, which is just, I mean, advantage for us, I guess, overall for that. They don't The other Mewtwo is not set up ready to go. So if we can get the knockout on this Mewtwo, it's a lot bigger of a deal. All right, Welder to our Blown here. I'm just gonna do both here. I'm gonna do both. A Welder and energy. Sheesh, man. This is what I was talking about. It's gonna be tough to get the energy. You can go ahead and get rid of this. Grab 2 more energy. It's just hard. It's hard to get all the energy into the hand. Net and a switch. Go with the net here. I'm going to net the active Jirachi. Set up a Blown. I maybe should only Welder for 1 once I top deck the net, actually. I think I should have only Welded for 1 once, because now I'm going to have to Welder again to draw more cards next turn. So I probably should have only Welded for 1 onto this Blown. And then, because that was probably a Welder. Because I had the net at that point. The reason in my head I was like, I'm going to Welder for 2, because there might be, depending on what I draw off the Welder, I could hard retreat the Jirachi. But once we top deck the net, I probably should have Welded for 1, because it was possible, because I had the move card for the Jirachi, so I didn't need to hard retreat it ever. Always had the net to kind of move it out of there, but now I end up with extra energy in play next turn. There's a boss, so I think our benched Blown is going bye-bye. I think it's gonna get knocked out here probably. There's a Volcanion they're setting up. They can actually play around that to eventually get a knockout with Jirachi with that, so they can go like Turbo Strike here, and then next turn attach Boss, KO my Jirachi. Okay, that works out pretty well for them. Not bad, not bad. But yeah, now I'm gonna end up with 1 extra energy in play. Oh, they are gonna go after my bench Blacephalon. Okay, that's interesting. Well, yeah, so we have 1 less energy in hand that we could have had in hand now, right? If we didn't put that second energy there, would have been extra energy in hand, extra energy towards getting this knockout on this Mewtwo. I guess maybe they have another boss in hand. They'll go attach Boss, KO the Jirachi next turn or something like that. That's the only thing I can imagine that they would benefit them from playing it like that. Got a Hearth in hand. I'm just gonna Hearth away an energy to get 2 energy. You need to find some Fire Crystals to get this knockout here. All right, here, load them up. 1, 2, 3. Dedenne change, Ordinary Rod, 3 Fire. I think we gotta go with that Dedenne change here. So I'm gonna go ahead and Stellar Wish first. Grab. How many switch cards do we have left? We have quite a few. Good chance we draw one here. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna attach here. I'm gonna net Jirachi, send up that, bench this, switch back. I don't think I'm gonna recover anything with Ordinary Rod, and then I'm gonna Dedenne change. I don't think I'm gonna recover anything. We have a lot of energy left. Not looking great. I think we're gonna dig super hard here. And actually, I think I'm gonna bench the Cramorant as well. I'll 2 prizes on my bench. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go all the way out. Let's go all out here. Draw 3. Draw 3. We have the knockout. We just need a switch card now. There's a net. All right, went all out. Got everything we needed. Need another Welder for next turn. All right, we got the KO. That's all right. It's okay. Go Blown. This double crystal, knock out 3 prize cards. Not bad. Still a ton of energy left in the deck as well. Gonna be able to use that Marshadow combo next turn. Almost certainly. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, we only need 6. I'm stuck in the headspace of needing 7 every time with Baby Blounce because I'm so used to playing up against those big VMAX Pokemon. I'm always like, all right, you need 7. You need 7. You need 7. We only need 6. All right, we did it. Quick ball to get the Baby Blounce. If our hand does not get disrupted, we pretty much have the KO on the Volcanion. How many? We have 2 crystal left, and we have 12, 13, 14. We have 5 basic energy left as well, I think. Got a lot of energy left, so we should be able to easily get a knockout. Probably should play, like I was saying, I think a couple retrieval in here would make decent amount of sense. So the Volcanion can't 1-hit KO our active. Oh, but they're playing Scoop Up Nets, so they're definitely playing Zigzagoon, right? Yeah, they're definitely playing Zigzagoon, so they could definitely go Goon, Welder attach, High Heat Blast. Okay, yeah. They're playing Scoop Up Nets. They're almost 100% playing Zigzagoon, so that makes sense why they went towards the Volcanion setup. Yeah, that makes way more sense. At first, I was kind of confused by it. I was like, I don't know, this doesn't really make a whole ton of sense to me. Now it's making more sense, though, for them to go with the Baby Volcanion setup because they probably play Zigzagoon, which can ping it, and then that's 110 to get the knockout. Pretty cool. So our game plan is going to be, well, there's attached to the Mewtwo and pass. Okay, that's not what I expected at all. All right, let's keep thinning out the deck. Another crystal in the hand. We got 3 in the deck. Another crystal in the deck. All right, take these 2 fire. I do have a Welder, so it does mean we have game here. Or not the Welder. I have a Boss's Orders. It's the other supporter we play, Boss's Orders. And yeah, we're gonna win the game here. Fireball Circus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, Mewtwo, still feeling like a good matchup, even though we're a little bit slower. Of course, that's kind of what I expect. This is one of Baby Brown's best matchups. Pre-rotation. Holding true post-rotation. Maybe. I mean, I don't know if Mewtwo's going to be a deck post-rotation, but we're beating pre-rotation Mewtwo with post-rotation Blounds. So that's not a bad sign at all. Let's see how the next game goes. Alright, we're doing it again. Got the coin flip. So we're going to choose to go first. Ooh, Oricorio start. Far from optimal. Didn't know. Yeah, the rest of the hand, not bad once we draw a basic Pokemon. Once again, trying to find that Hearth. It's a Malamar deck. Alright, attach pass. Yeah, it's far from solid. It's one of the worst hands we could have. No options. So Welder for next turn. Kind of makes me wish I had gone second, but being able to use like Stellar Wishes or Intrepid Sword turn 1 feels like a bigger deal almost in the new way to play Baby Blounds. There's a Mewtwo. So it is Mewtwo Malamar, another Mewtwo deck. We could be getting house tier by the Gengar Mimikyu. Definitely could be getting house tier. And that would give us a little bit of trouble, I think. Yeah, could be getting house tier. We don't have enough trainers in our hand for us to get knocked out. Could use a different attack like Ultra Necrozma or something. Of course, they could also just whiff and not do anything. Let's see if if it ends up going that route. That would be ideal for us. No Gengar Mimikyu yet. There's just another Inkay, so I think we're safe for a turn here. I'm hoping we're safe for a turn here. Inkay down and pass. All right, cool. Draw for turn is a Welder. All right, we're gonna Welder 1 to the Oricorio just to draw some cards. There's a Zacian. Oh man. All right, we're gonna retreat and just Intrepid Sword. All right. Now we're seeing some cards here. Got the Switch. We got the Jirachi. We got the Scoop Up Net. Okay, we can definitely work with this. We just need to find ourselves a Baby Blound. There is unfortunately, 5 trainer cards in our hand now. So, Poltergeist will knock us out. As long as that's what they go for, though. They could go for a different attack. One of the strongest attacks in this matchup is the Trebnor's, whatever the attack is called. I actually don't remember what the attack is called, but it takes 2 cards from our hand after they Marnie us and then shuffles them back into our deck. Or does it put them in the... I haven't played against Trebnor in a while. I haven't used it in a while. Hasn't been too ridiculously good. Still not too ridiculously good right now, but it does something like that. Yeah, so like Marnie is going to take 2 cards away, either shuffles in or goes to the bottom or something. Their options right now are Turbo Drive, though, so we might just be getting hit for 120, which is really fine with me. I would be fine with that for sure. 100% fine with that. Find ourselves a Baby Blound. Get this Baby Blound's deck rolling. Don't know if we're gonna get a knockout next turn. Once again, as I said, this deck feels way slower. We need to find that Hearth. That Hearth is so important to find as soon as possible, it feels like. Yeah, so important to find as soon as possible. And if we don't find it as soon as possible, then we're gonna not be in as good of a spot as we potentially could have been. We'll see though. Treasure, getting rid of a Psychic. Once again, Turbo Drive's our only attack available right now, but it wouldn't be too difficult. There's the Gengar Mimikyu. Alright, we're probably getting Poltergeist, which is fine. This sets up like okay for us to get into stuff. Into a thing. We're gonna have the Dance of Ancients. We're gonna have the Stellar Wish. We're gonna have a Welder, hopefully on a Blound. Might be able to get this knockout on this Mewtwo. Oh, even with the big charm, still only need the 6 energy to get the knockout. So that's what we're looking for, 6 energy. So we need 9 overall. We already got 4. Oh, there's a Trevnor grab though. Trevnor's also fine because we just get more time to set up, kind of. We just hopefully bench like a Jirachi or something. Just use Intrepid Sword again. Like not worried about it at all. They are going with the they're going with the house. Okay, so they want to go house into Trevnor probably. So we can't play any of this. All right, Intrepid Sword again. Would have been nice to play a lot of this. Now I fully expect to get Marnie plus Trevnor next turn. We still get to keep the Zacian around though, so it's not that big of a deal. I mean, that's the kind of the worst case scenario. I feel like the overall is what they're about to do to us is, I mean, I assume Marnie they are down on Marnie. Maybe they can't find a Marnie. That's what we're hoping for, is that they just can't find a Marnie and we get to keep this huge hand. And then I'm sure they would settle, instead of using Trevnor for the turn, they would probably settle for Poltergeist because it's very likely they knock us out if they use Poltergeist here. But they might also have the Marnie, which would mean, yep, there's the Marnie. All right. Here we go. They don't get the 1-hit KO station though, like I said. We get to keep him around. Hopefully we keep the Hearth and the Jirachi and they take away our 2 fire energy. Or hopefully we get to keep one of them. I'm not going to get greedy here. Give me Hearth or Jirachi. I don't need both. Just give me one or the other. Hearth ideally, I think, even if it sounds better than Jirachi, just so I can start using that. Start to thin the deck out of energy. Get energy into the hand, get energy into the discard pile, so on. It'd be pretty sick though if they got 2 energy here. Let's see. Okay, we got to keep the Hearth. That's fine with me. Like I said, Hearth is fine. Play the Hearth, use the Hearth, load up on the energy, and Intrepid Sword. Or yeah, alright. They can take 2 more away this turn if they wanted a KORization. We get to use the Dance of Tribute, draw some more cards. I think we're going to have trouble getting to those 9 energy we're going to need, though. I think that's going to be a little bit of a struggle to get to 9 energy here on this turn. Another Marnie would be pretty rough to deal with as well. The biggest thing in this matchup, when they get this thing, is just having enough basic Pokemon in play, actually, to, like, we want to be sending up Jirachis using Celebi. We got to, like, start building up. Even if we don't get the knockouts on the turns, we gotta like get the Welders onto the Blounds, get those extra cards in hand, get the energy set up on the Blounds. Just need basic Pokemon basically to work with. We can draw the stuff, we can put the stuff in play, and start building up towards a knockout. I really haven't been able to put anything in play, and it's definitely been hurting us quite a bit here. There goes a research, so not another Marnie. That's good. No more Marnies. We should no more of that, thankfully, so far. We can retreat our Oricorio. We got the Hearth. We can use Dance of Tribute. Got a shot to get off a KO next turn. It's not a great shot, but at the very least, if we can just draw Jirachi to sit in the active, that'd be great. All right, here we go. What are they going to use? They could Venom Shot here. Actually, Venom Shot's pretty good. Yeah, Venom Shot, my Oricorio is not bad, man. Not bad at all. That is pretty good. They're down 4 switch. I wonder if I can do anything with that. They're down 4 switch. And they got 6 energy in place. If I bring up a Dedenne, they can probably retreat it. Alright. I think this one is pretty much done for. Gonna thin out the energy. I'll play the boss's orders on a Dedenne, and then I will Intrepid Sword. And there's some Pokemon, but a little bit too little too late. And as long as they have an energy to retreat the Dedenne, you just lose. Lose the game here. That's all they need. They're out of switch. Are down 6 energy, 2 here, 4 in play. Probably only play 2 air balloons. Yeah, but there it is. All right. Did what we could, wasn't enough. Let's see if we can pull it out in the next one. All right, one last game. Got the Jirachi start. That's what we're looking for. Got the Blound on the bench. Got a couple quick balls to work with as well. And our opponent mulliganed. It doesn't get better than that. All right, Decidueye, Wheezing, Roxy is what our opponent's playing. I don't know. I couldn't tell you what that means. There's the Rowlet, Decidueye, Wheezing, Roxy, Lily's Pokédoll. Alright, it's going to be an interesting one, I think, at the very least here. Going to have an interesting game. Let's see what object is. It is a Switch. I don't want to get a Hearth, so I don't. Yeah, I want a Hearth here. Let's go with the Hearth. I'll get a Hearth. I'll Welder for 1 here onto the Blound. Okay, I'll Quick Ball 1. Get a Zacian. Bench the Zacian, attach the energy, and then Intrepid. Or don't feel like I really need to play any of the other Quick Balls. And we're in business. Okay, this one's gotten off to a pretty good start so far. No Hearth turn 1. I'm always looking for that Hearth turn 1. I think it's a really big deal. Yeah, maybe I should add Stadium now. No, probably not. But Hearth turn 1, really big deal, like I've been saying. Didn't find it the last 2 games. Well, this game and last game. I think even in that last game, we probably would have lost that last game, even if we even if we were playing Flints and stuff. It was just a really bad spot. All right, we're gonna get Wind Sharded onto our Blound. Okay, that's different. See, we top deck a Mewtwo. We might need a lot of Welders in this game, so I'm gonna go. Well, we do have the Mewtwo now. All right, I'm gonna Welder 1. Let's draw some more cards. 3. All right, let's put down some Blounds. Looks like it's gonna be a 1 prizer matchup of sorts. It's Stellar Wish. Let's grab that Hearth finally. Let's switch into the Blound. Let's get this energy moving a little bit. Hearth away and energy to get to energy. Would have been nicer turn. All right, Mewtwo. Put a Welder on top just in case. No idea what else could be in their deck. We know they got Roxy. We know they got Doll. We know they're playing Decidueye. But what else is involved in our opponent's deck? It remains to be seen. Who knows what kind of spice they have in there. So prepare for the worst. And see how they are playing Weezing. Maybe I shouldn't have benched so many. I could have benched like one less Blown probably. There we go. 6 draw. There's one of the Weezings. Yeah, I probably could have benched one less Blown. I think I should have had one in play, but I guess I only reduced the damage by 1. We do play Scoop Up Nets, so we can get these damaged boys out of play at some point. So we draw. Go draw Hearth away an energy, get 2 energy. It's all Welder. There's no reason for me not to Welder to a Blown here, I guess. I guess it's just Welder to a Blown. I can't think of anything else I'd rather Hearth away than an energy, though. Probably gonna Hearth away an energy. I was thinking about, like, if I want to Hearth away, if I want to Welder first, or do I want to Welder after? I'm gonna Hearth away an energy, though. Not 2 more energy. I don't want to run out of energy, though. Put 1 down. 3, attach 1. Circus, discard 1, knock out the Pokédoll. No prize cards, unfortunately. But Decidueye is going to be worth some prize cards here soon. I'm sure that's what's going to be sent up into the active on my opponent's next turn. I guess it'd be cute if they play something like Fion, and then they Bird Keeper, and they Fion this guy to the bench, and they hit him for 60. That would be interesting. They also play Rosa. Alright. Setting up the Zacian. So it looks like it's going to be maybe a sacrificialization, unless they actually are going to Bird Keeper into the Rowlet. Okay. Bird Keeper into Jirachi, actually. Not too bad. Alright, alright. Bird Keeper again. We're through one of their dolls. They can have up to 4 in there. The Turf Field. Alright, so Decidueye probably making its way out this turn. Yep, there's Candy Decidueye. And it can knock out my Baby Blown, but we can very easily knock it out back in return. Recycle energy on the Decidueye as well. Alright, alright. And here comes that splitting arrow. Like I said, we do have Scoop Up Net, so we can heal some of this damage they try and deal out to our guys. Yeah, we're going to maybe try and attempt to Scoop Up Net that Blown at some point. Okay, go. I don't even want to use the switch on the Jirachi. I'm just going to go set up the Blown. We're going to draw for turn. I am very tempted to Oricorio for 3, and I think I will. I want to kind of find that boss's orders as soon as possible. Yeah, 200. Yeah, I want to find that boss's orders as soon as possible so I can chase his Zacian. I think it's going to be a pretty big deal being able to chase that Zacian down and remove, or not remove it from play, but get those 2 prize cards. But to, you know, be able to boss, we can't Welder and boss in the same turn, so we got to have the Welder already in play, have those energies established. Like we've had the last couple turns, those Blondes have just kind of been chilling with their energy for an extra turn. So finding that boss is going to be cool. I think I could have actually attached here last turn. I probably should have. I probably should have attached here last turn. Doesn't look like we're needing to Scoop Up Net it. There's the doll. So doll coming back down to stall. This is where we want that boss. Like I've been saying, we want the boss. No boss. I don't even know if I want to KO that doll. We might just wait for the boss here. I might switch to my bench. Be like, alright. Now, I'm just going to wait. I'm sure they probably play boss themselves. Maybe that's not the greatest idea. But they still put an attacker in the act. I'm going to switch. I'm going to Stellar Wish. I'm going to grab a net. I'm going to... I'm gonna net the Mewtwo. I'm gonna put a Welder on top. I'm gonna go attach to the Blown and Intrepid Sword. Yeah, because they could boss. They could boss KO this Blown. So making this Blown closer. They could combo with a Stamp, I guess. That would be annoying. So let's get this. Let's get an attachment on this. We need 1 less energy next turn to attack with it. Yeah, so and then we can build this up into another one to KO Zacian. That's like another big thing here as well. So we need to be able to KO the Zacian at some point. So I could go like, you know, Welder next turn, knock out their active Decidueye with this guy, and then this guy's ready to go. We go boss KO that, and then we just KO whatever else is in play at that point. You know, we go Cramorant this Jirachi, or they send up another Decidueye we can knock out. Whatever it might be, pretty easy to get the knockout from there. Do they have another Decidueye here is the question. And do they have boss to go with it? Boss would be pretty annoying to go with it. Back to the Jirachi with the Bird Keeper. Yeah, I think they're out. No, 3 Bird Keeper down. They got 1 more Bird Keeper left. Not quite done with the Bird Keepers. Got to make our way through 1 more of those things. Big old hand. I'd be surprised if they don't have Candy Decidueye in that hand. I'd be very surprised if they don't have Candy Decidueye in that hand. They have a huge hand. They have a Dartrix. I guess they don't have the Candy Decidueye here, actually. An Intrepid Sword, so no way to move the Jirachi. I think they forgot to Stellar Wish even. They didn't even Stellar Wish. Alright, we'll take it. Hearth. Hearth away a Jirachi. Fire energy out of the deck. Plenty of switch cards. Should easily be able to hit one here. Well, there for one again on this Blown. Don't have one yet. Stellar Wish. There's a net. We'll probably go with the net here because it does heal that 10 damage, which, I mean, yeah, may as well. Basically how I'm feeling about it. Project back down, then we go attach to the Blown, and then we go, oops. Can't Fireball Circus with the 1 off the bench. I tried to click that 1 to Fireball Circus. Getting a little bit ahead of myself there, I guess. And boom, energy. Alright. Don't have the boss. Actually, the boss is maybe prize. I looked through my deck, I didn't see it. I didn't look through my deck, I Stellar Wished. Oh, no, we did look through the deck with the heart. I think the boss is prize, actually. So I think we're going to have to keep going through these Decidueyes instead, which isn't a big deal. That's fine. Here comes a Decidueye. Alright. Here come the splitting arrows. Back to back. Probably, actually, even. Ooh, the boss. They're gonna trap my Zacian. Oh, no. Well, we don't have any switch or welder in hand, which would be our way to move our Zacian here. We do have a lot of those outs in deck, though. 10-card deck, 2 welder, 2 switch left. 4 out of 10 there. So pretty good odds to top deck a way to move this Zacian on the next turn. I did not expect this play from our opponent, but it might be our opponent's only way to win the game at this point. They might just be losing the prize trade pretty much no matter what, especially when we have this few cards left in our deck. And pretty much do whatever we want. I think our opponent identified that, like, well, we need to come with some cheese shenanigans to try and win here. And it's working out so far. You get 2 switch, 2 welder in the deck. I'm gonna hearth away a Jirachi. Get out that last energy. Patch. I don't really want an Intrepid Sword. Because, well, I think I have to. No, we can just hard retreat next turn. I'm just gonna pass. I don't want to deck out, basically, because I have to play Welder a couple more times. I might deck out. I think our Ordinary Rod was prized as well. I have not like checking my deck anytime when I go through. I should be. Check your prize cards. Yeah, do that thing. We'll just hard retreat next turn. That'll be fine. Knockout here, and then we just need to get that Zacian finally. Etch that Zacian. All right, here we go. Draw again. There's a switch now. I'm going to save the energy. Play the switch. I'm going to hearth away this Jirachi, thin out the deck, don't have that on the deck anymore. Ordinary Rod and Boss's Orders prized. Alright. 3. Fireball Circus. Knockout. Use this one because otherwise if it stays on the bench, they could possibly snipe, knock it out or something. Snipe plus Roxy, Zigzagoon if they play it. Who knows what kind of shenanigans they have in their deck. Alright, last 2 prizes are Boss's Orders and Ordinary Rod. 2 most important cards at this point. Yeah, this guy was not. This Marshadow is not what we're looking for at all. Did not want to find the Marshadow. However, the other 2, pretty good. Pretty much worth drawing off the prize cards. Boss's Orders, what's it called? Would have been great. Boss would have won us the game next turn on the Zacian. That would have been spectacular. Ordinary Rod would make it so we don't deck out if we have to use Welder. Overextend with Welder. I don't think we will have to overextend with the Welder though. I think we should be able to close out this game without overextending with the Welder at all. Should be able to lock this one up in 2 turns, basically no matter what. But it doesn't hurt to close it out faster, a turn faster with the bosses. So, wouldn't have hurt. 1 more turn is not that bad either, though. Down 3 Rowlet, so they're running out of Decidueyes here. They're down 3 Rowlet, 2 Decidueye. I have that 4th Decidueye to work with, but yeah, their 4th Rowlet is right here. Yeah. Unless they find an Ordinary Rod, they're gonna be in trouble. Back to the boss strat. Knockout 20 here. Alright, I see where this is going. Trying to run me out of Blowns. Not gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work for our opponent here. It might work for our opponent here. I'm gonna go ahead and Oricorio here while I can get all the resources to win the game on the next turn. To bench a fresh Blown. Go ahead and Fireball Circus. Take the knockout. We have another Blown. 3 cards left in deck. 2 welders out of those. Two of those 3 cards are welders. We get our boss here. This one should be about wrapped up. Decidueye not gonna get the dub here today. Looks like we're gonna get a pretty clean dub here over the Decidueye deck. No problemo. Doll comes to the active, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. And yeah, should be a dub for us on the next turn. Pretty much no matter what happens. Did not get our active, we can Stellar Wish. We have nets to pick up either of these. We can retreat the Oricorio or the Zacian back into this Blacephalon. Our top deck most likely should be a Welder. I actually probably should have attached an energy to this Blacephalon. To be honest, I probably should have attached an energy to this Blacephalon. Here comes the Doll loop from our opponent. They could, I guess theoretically in their head, maybe deck us out. But we finally found our boss off our prize card, so that's not going to happen today. There's another boss from our opponent to stall our Zacian. But here we go, we got it. Fire Crystal 3. Fire Crystal, we need a couple more because we do need 3 to knock out the Zacian. I'm going to go attach, and then we go retreat, and then yeah, we have the boss. They're giving up just on the retreat there. We'll take it, and we get a W here in the end on the last game with the Baby Blounds. Like I said, first time playing games with this list. It seems okay. Definitely not the kind of testing we're looking for though in these games. We need to play against other post-rotation decks, so the ladder's going to be a little bit funky. It's going to be a little bit funky to figure out what's actually good, what's actually not so good post-rotation and the current state of the ladder. But rotation's coming up on Friday, so then we're going to have some good cleaner games. Not always the cleanest on ladder. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the games. If you did, give it a video like. If you know the content, be sure to subscribe. Have a good day. Thanks for watching, and peace.